And
Yeah,
it looks
that's
like we're off.
We got non-stop rando action ever since these tournaments have been kicked off. It's pretty awesome how many people came together to do this.
Already we're off on diverging paths. You know, Malle's going from the house, Fricker going from the sanctuary, not finding anything in the chest thus far. So looks like Malle's on their way to escape.
Yeah, Malle doing the fairly traditional at this point route to Uncle, check the two Uncle chests, and take the northern path to Kakariko.
Yep, and it looks like Fricker's going to go to Houlihan Room.
Yep.
Let's see what Uncle gives Malle here. He's got some love.
Love right off the bat, not bad.
Nice to get that early on. Fricker getting his Houlihan Room's money, and nothing but arrows in the chest there for Uncle. So not much going on early on.
Obviously, you're early on trying to pick up money or bombs here in Malle's shoes, so you have those bombs to go to Kakariko with, or you can just buy some when you're there. Sadly, it didn't work out for him here.
Yeah, Fricker getting quite a bit of money early on thanks to the Houlihan Room run, so he's gonna have some money for some bombs to check all the stuff in Kakariko. We got a pendant check. We got green pendant in Terra, red pendant in Desert, and a crystal in Eastern. So we'll have at least one Eastern ring tonight.
Yep. Opening up the map immediately like that's not really what you're hoping to see. Two pendants in Light World.
Yeah, you kind of want to hope to see those in Dark World because, you know, you want to make sure, you want to hope that they're in, like, Turtle Rock or Misery Mire, but unfortunately not going to have that luck here today. Over to the Lumberjack check. And we got over there, it's just a piece of heart, so it looks like it won't be, Agassi may not be happening tonight.
Doesn't look too good for the wizard.
Nope. Meanwhile, 20 rupees at the race, and now he's going to probably check the library here on Fricker's side.
Goes to that library, sees if boots are going to be required for it. Doesn't seem like it.
Nope. Not much love there. Malle now checking the forest. Well, hey, there's some bombs for him. That works out.
That's what you're hoping for.
It's always nice to get early on.
And 3 bombs is pretty much perfect. Like, that's exactly what you need in Kakariko to bomb the 3 walls, and afterwards you can proceed to buy more if you don't have any.
Speaking of which, you just got some more money. Meanwhile, Fricker getting his bombs over from the shop, so he's going to be set to go. Chicken Shack over there.
Looks like we're coming up on our chicken check for Fricker. Finds a B bottle, not too bad. Right next to Sick Kid. I mean, can immediately check that at least.
When you save time having to worry about Sick Kid, because I've seen races where if you forget about Sick Kid and then later on it turns out there's something essential there.
It's so easy to forget about him if you don't get to him like right off the bat in Kakariko.
It is. Oh,
so it's not. Oh, and he gets the fire rod.
Fire rod. Oh. That early on.
That's a weapon, actually. He doesn't have magic for it yet, but it's certainly nice to have that fire rod right off the bat.
Yep,
looks like we had a Quake.
In
hey.
Oh. That's so definitely a lot of weapons early on, and Bloomerang from the bottle vendor, and another bottle in the back of Blind Cave, and you're just getting everything now. Let's see, now we're going to check the well while Fricker's getting his stuff from the Blind's hut.
Fricker just trailing behind Malle at this point, but obviously he's checked the south of the Kakariko already. Finds a heart so far. Sank heart to get his health back.
Full. And just a bomb upgrade from the back of the pit well. More bomb upgrades, and some more love. Good.
It's a lot of bomb enhancements.
Hey, Float! Good timing to get that.
That is a great find right off the bat in Kakariko. Flute gives him so much mobility with that duck. Routing becomes a lot easier once you have that.
You can easily get to a whole bunch of different places, and everybody stand for our Link to the Past anthem here. Swag Duck strats. Fricker getting his stuff from the well. He's gonna get his flute here in a second. That it was interesting to see what these players find early on and what route that they devise as a result of that. You know, it's always more fun to see where they go after they feel like, okay, I got this, and this. What can I do?
Especially with that hammer, we could easily see one of them going to South Shore and the other one going to escape right off the bat.
Yeah, definitely. Malle now getting his stuff, getting the other bottle from the chicken shack. Passing each other up at this point in terms of where they've been going.
Yeah, pretty much just covering each other's tracks now.
The Divergence goes once they get all their stuff from here and check the other places as well. You know, there's a lot of overworld places they can check at this point, just with what they have.
There's a lot of stuff to do that Flute even allows them to go up to Death Mountain, even though I would imagine they hold off on that until they find the hookshot or the mirror to explore more of it.
Definitely, you know, make sure. Oh. And now he's leaving the bee off with the vendor.
Oh, he ran away. Did you just accidentally sell that bee? It didn't look like he was waiting for the $100.
Yeah, I don't think he realized that was going to happen there.
Accidentally grabs $100 from the bottle vendor. Not too bad. I mean, you never complain about it.
He needs to get some more bombs, so.
Yep.
You always want to make sure you're stocked up because you always have to use bombs in a lot of dungeons, so always good to have that.
Those early bombs are especially nice when they don't have a sword yet. Sure, they have the hammer, but the hammer is sometimes really, really weird to use.
Yeah, you got to get real up close and personal a lot of times, and the hitbox is very off. So I've seen a lot of people just not be able to hit anything with it.
Yep.
Yeah. And it looks like Fricker's now heading off. Looks like he's heading over back to probably going to check Swamp Dam. Maybe no, he's going to escape.
Oh, he decides to go to escape. Yep.
Oh, there's a lot of good items in there sometimes.
There's a lot of items up there. He could even use the fire rod to get through the dark part because there's lamps in every room. But there's a lot of chests he can check right now. And yeah, like I said, we have one guy going to escape, one guy going to South Shore.
Yeah, gonna check the dam to see what is hiding there. There from Dream Swamp. Let's see what the chest has. Maybe that'll have something good. Nope. Less love.
A lot of love in that dam.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just going to pick up the heart. It's always interesting to see because obviously that decision to pick up the heart also has to do with how confident you are in your late game or with the health you have at the time. That was a fairly convenient heart container, but what do you do if it's in Spectacle Rock or something like that?
Exactly. Is it worth the time to go pick it up? And looks like he's heading to the mini Moldorm cave now. Meanwhile, Fricker on his way into the lower end of Escape. Let's see what he finds there.
And there come those bombs into play.
Yeah. Not much luck, though. He could miss both those Moldorms with one bomb.
It's really well on the right one,
So
though.
you have to do...
These guys are tricky. I hate doing Moldorm Cave with a hammer.
Yeah.
And this is why. And there we go.
They're so random. You don't know where they're going to go. But let's see if this pays off for him. And Power Glove.
Get the glove. Nice.
Getting boots, so that's going to mean boots and flute. He's going to have a lot of movement freedom there.
Yep. There's those boots in this cave. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. Luckily, Desert's not a required seed, or else Malle might be in trouble with that. Can check that.
I imagine he'll find them soon as well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's just one of those places you go to very early anyway, unless you get really distracted.
Exactly. Speaking of, Malle now got to check Ice Rod Cave. This one.
Meanwhile, Fricker finds his Hyrule Castle burrito.
Anyone else feeling hungry? Well, only more bombs in the Ice Rod Cave. And it doesn't need them now. He's got a full set.
Decides to save and quit right after. I imagine he'll go to. I don't know. He goes to Sanctuary.
Yeah, where is he going with that? Maybe he'll check the back of Escape. He's got the glove now. He could go there.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that makes sense.
Only a bomb upgrade there in Zelda's chest.
So we already know that the key is not in the back of Escape, so he won't have the chance to do the dark rooms from there. The key was actually in front of Escape. Fricker already picked that up. But doesn't want to do the dark rooms yet without the lamp. That's fair.
Makes sense. Well, maybe he'll find something else over here. You never know.
Yep.
Let's see. Piece of heart. That's always good.
Can't complain
That's
about
gonna help
those.
when he finds the bow and can.
Unless,
Yeah, he can do Eastern a lot easier now.
Unless the bow ends up being in like Turtle Rock.
That would be such a troll. That'd be such a troll. Fricker now working on the dam himself. Gonna see the love that he gets from that. Let's see, where's Malle going? Malle's going to desert.
He wants to see what Agana has.
100 rupees on the ledge.
I can understand that. It's a really far out of the way location, and it's another one of those where if you don't check it early, you're probably never going there. And he probably just doesn't want to risk missing anything in any of those.
Especially since Agana's Cave, every once in a while, will troll you with a major item, and some people just never think to check it.
He seems to never pay out, but when he does, he gets you good.
Seed it. Let's see, what do we got in here? Oh, sword! Not bad.
Definitely a good one to find. Can't complain about that sword.
Fricker having not too much, having a lot easier time in the mini Moldon Courage. Gonna get his power glove now. Oh, Malle's making the play on Death Mountain.
I love the Death Mountain. He has access to one item up here right now. So his options are fairly limited because all he can do is get the item inside Spectacle Rock.
Let's hope it pays off for him. Let's see where Fricker's going here. Oh, he's going to the cave, it looks like.
Yep.
Gonna be disappointed with what he finds. He's gonna be disappointed with what he finds there. Let's see. More rupees on Spectacle Rock itself. Just some more love on the inside. Getting close to the point now where we're going to start seeing some dungeon plays here, and I think we're starting to see that here on Malle's side. Looks like he might be making the play on Eastern.
Really only ever takes so long until the game forces you to go into Eastern if you don't get anything. There's still a bunch of really easily accessible chests. 3 of them are just accessible from the start. So there's still a good chance for something to be in there.
Plus, he's on his way to Sir Hassela's cave. That sometimes can wield an item or two.
Unfortunately, he didn't go to Escape right off the bat before Eastern, I mean, because he's going to have to do all this bootless now.
He's going to be kicking himself later when he finds out he missed that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Bees, arrow upgrade, and a shovel. Oh, that's not bad. Could be worse. Could see what's happening in the Sacred Grove. Fricker now going to check the bumper cave. Or
not a bad idea with those boots. Doesn't get rewarded for it though, sadly.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
And decides to head to the back.
Mikan in the chat, yeah. There you go. Mikan in the chat, yeah. Yeah, Malle's gonna need those new boots to kick himself with. There you go. Let's see how Eastern plays out. Now he's got that sword. That'll make it easier for him.
Yep. I wonder if Frickers is going to go to the dark rooms because he knows that there's going to be an item there.
Oh, he's heading out.
Nope. That's fair.
Powder in Eastern.
There's the powder, so that opens up Batman since they already have the hammer.
Yeah. Items on the seat so far.
We got a shovel, we got a powder. What's next up? Mushroom?
Mushroom, yeah. Like Fricker now going to be heading over to Sarasala and Eastern, so he's on the same route. They'll probably be high-fiving each other eventually.
Yep. He's got those boots, so it'll be a quick high five.
Oh, yep, big key. That's going to make it easier. to find the big key early. You don't want to have to dig too deep into a dungeon to find that, because it's always like on 5 step from like 2 dungeon. There's a lot of dungeons that require it.
It's annoying in Eastern, especially with those dark rooms ahead as well. You really don't want the big key in its vanilla location if you're coming in without the lamp. It's definitely a relief to find that.
I always say the biggest troll is to have an item in its vanilla location.
Oh yeah.
That includes the big key. Soccer pointing out, yeah, Fricker is going in here without a sword, so that's gonna balance out the challenge for him.
It's gonna make the dark rooms a lot harder, but with what we've seen from these players now, he might not attempt. He's gonna attempt it. All right.
Heading over to vanilla big key. Gonna have to deal with those dark rooms. Never fun, especially if you don't have the lamp.
Yep. Those anti-fairies, once they get you, it's really hard to get away from them. That's trouble finding the switch, it seems. There we go.
He does have the powder, so if it all else fails, he can always just use the powder on him. If he knows what he's doing.
There's the pot. Okay, he's got the key. And since the anti-fairies passed him, it should be fairly easy for him to get to the end of this room.
Yeah, just gotta get past a couple of those hidden tentacle monsters that are hiding there.
Yep. And he's through it. Nicely done.
Gonna try to rush in there, probably.
You can see how Fricker is slowly gaining ground on him, though, thanks to those boots.
Yeah. And now he looks like he's gonna actually just do the normal the vanilla route of actually destroying all the monsters instead of doing the damage boost like most players do.
I actually see a lot of people asking, how do you do that room in vanilla? Because everyone nowadays just tanks him.
Oh, ooh, book! Oh,
interesting.
He's getting right out of there. He's like, yep, I've found everything I need.
I wonder if it's going to go straight to desert. He is technically on a sequence break because the lamp is required to get that book.
Yeah. Which begs the question, where is the lamp? My guess, it's an escape. There's that one chest in escape they haven't checked yet.
That's a dark chest, though, so it can't be there.
Good point. Now that's a really good question.
It might be a really late lamp. They might not even need that book. Let's hope it doesn't sidetrack him too much. He decides to check Batman, not a bad idea. It's always suspicious when you get access to a 2-item sponsor early.
Yeah. Oh, Super Nintendo saying maybe Zora.
Zora could easily have the lamp. The Bat could have the lamp. Could show up right here.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. Let's see what the Bat gives him. Moon Pearl!
Oh, that's way better than a stinky old lamp.
Yeah, I'd take that.
So that's Dark World access, and he's right next to the portal in Village of Outcasts, so he might go to Dark World.
Dude, I would certainly go. No, he's getting a shovel out. He's going to check the Grove.
Well, that's actually a good point. That's going to sidetrack him even further from escape, though, where those boots are waiting for him.
He has no idea. It's like Fricker now going to make the play on desert.
Actually going to go to desert. Not a bad idea.
He's got the boots, so he can check most of the chest and the torch.
He can actually beat the dungeon if he wants to do Len Molas with hammer.
He's a fire source, doesn't he?
He does have the fire rod.
Oh, that's true.
It's red pendant, actually. Maybe he doesn't want to finish it.
Anyway, only bombs in the Grove.
I think he just mapped for the first time right before going to desert and was like, oh no, there's a pendant actually. Maybe I don't want to be here.
I think I've just made a terrible mistake.
Malle heading to escape though, so he's gonna pick up his boots.
He's gonna be happy here in a minute. Either that or he's gonna kick himself with those boots.
He still doesn't have that sword, does he?
No. Fricker still doesn't have a sword because he didn't check Agata's cave. So he's using his hammer to clear everything out. Yep, there's the big key, just shy of vanilla.
Oh wait, yeah, it's Fricker without the sword. Man, never mind. No.
Yeah, Malle has the sword. Yeah. There's your boots.
I love how he did a little celebration dash there as soon as he picked them up. Just tapped A for like a second right in front of the chest. Meanwhile, Fricker has picked up nothing so far from Desert.
Oh, scratch that! He just found another. He just found a sword.
Oh damn!
That means if Malle heads to Desert, he can get Master Sword. After all, who knows?
That actually feels good because he's right next to Agonos Cave, so he's probably going to go there as well right after Desert. So he's going to have that Master Sword. That can't feel too bad. He's about to find that Moon Pearl as well, and then going into Dark World, you know, with not the Fighter Sword, that's a huge relief.
Yeah, I've seen people try to fight bosses in the Dark World with just the Fighter Sword, and oh, it never ends well. All right, Malle getting everything out of escape.
That's actually a good point. That lamp could be anywhere at this point. We'll never know when that sword was actually supposed to be.
Yeah.
He's actually going to Lenmos. He is.
Maybe he's thinking pedestal required?
Pedestal required. I figure Lenmo will still have an item. I didn't quite keep up with how much he found so far. Is he looking for magic? Probably.
Magic filled if he's gonna use his fire rod. Checking Bonk Cave, not finding much there. Where's he heading to next? Oh, I think he's gonna. Malle's gonna play Desert. He'll be happy to see that sword, get that Master Sword.
Oh, for sure. We're developing an early trend here of these guys splitting up and then kind of just doing what the other did right after.
I know.
Pretty interesting. they always split up and then they go right back to
keep crisscrossing each other like a DNA strand. We're now gonna have to be careful of that golem there because he doesn't have any arrows to stop him.
Yep. Golem can be so trolly if he just decides to ruin your day.
You can imagine. Alright, so now he's making the fight on Landmolus.
That's an interesting risk to take right off the bat. I figure most people, especially in the tournament setting, wouldn't be comfortable going straight to a pendant boss as the first thing they can do, especially when the whole Dark World is open. Yeah. Actually, he doesn't know that, but it can only take so long until that pearl shows up.
Yep. Plus, you know, he hasn't checked pedestal, so they don't know if this is a pedestal required seed or not. So they don't know if this is really necessary. They could just be wasting time.
Fricker not so much because he doesn't have that pearl yet. For all he knows, it could be right here. But Malle has it, so he could do a lot more. Still decides to come here.
He may realize he doesn't need to do pedestal and decides to skip town after getting all the items.
Yep. It's landmass for Frickers. Let's see what they have. A blue rupee for his troubles. Shiny blue rupee to go with his red pendant.
Let's see what he decides to do from here. I think he's heading to Agana.
Yep. He's going to pick up that Master Sword. Going to be really happy about that one.
Yeah, Malle's already got his.
Now, Malle already has Dark World access, and Fricker doesn't, which means that Master Sword might make a few alarm bells go off here and have him think, maybe this is going to be an Aghanim seed. That sword doesn't feel too good.
Yeah. Like, I got Master Sword and I got Dark World access. Don't tell me I have to do Aghanim. I don't want to have to fight him. Nobody likes to waste time there. Okay, Malle actually going for Landmolus.
Yep, he wants that item.
He's going to be very disappointed.
He should know that sword was a break. The one in Desert Palace, yes, but as soon as the lamp shows up, it's not anymore.
A little bit of color glitch there on Fricker's side. There, but oh, thankfully quick fix. And it looks like he's gonna check Grove now. Probably not gonna be happy with what he sees there.
Gonna get his 3 bombs. And he's slowly running out of options. There's really only so much time the Moon Pearl can lose you. So it won't be long until it really picks it up here.
Ready to do that.
Lose to 3. It's probably a Batman.
Yeah, he's going to the bat. He's gonna be happy to see what he gets there.
And Fricker's at this point gotta be like, don't give me the lamp, don't give me the lamp, don't give me the lamp, don't give me the lamp. He's gonna be happy with that, fine. And Fricker's in a much better position to go to Dark World immediately than Malle was when he found that pearl. I imagine we're gonna see a Dark World play here.
Yeah, he's right near the village. I think that's where he's headed.
Yep. I don't really think there's anything else he can do. He could go to King Zora, but
he doesn't have enough rupees for it yet, though.
Yeah, that too.
300.
We're going to see a play on Dark World here, and this is interesting because right off the bat, he has the possibility to clear both Skull Woods and Thieves Town. But Blind and Mothula are 2 bosses, I feel, that you don't really want to fight with Green Mail necessarily.
No.
So we're going to see what decision he makes, because obviously Thieves Town and Skull Woods are very tempting right now. But he might decide to gear up first.
Which Outcast has to offer. Obviously going for the chess game first, because it's right there. Arrows and bombs, nothing. Stop off and open up Thieves Town there. And nothing but rubies in the Sea House. Got a crystal check. It looks like blue pendant in Swamp. 5 is in Thieves Town. 6 is in Turtle Rock. So if that fairy becomes required, that's going to be a pain.
Five in Thieves Town really just one more reason to go there right off the bat.
Yeah, definitely. Now Fricker getting his crystal check. And he's going to make the play on Thieves Town, of course. Like we said.
Yep. It makes sense to go there.
Item potential. Speaking of which, Cape.
That's actually lovely. I was just talking about how Blind is a boss you don't necessarily want to fight on Green Mail. And yeah, that Cape is going to make that so much easier.
And early big key. Yeah, a lot of item potential in Thieves Town. There's always a lot of good chances for items here. Malle now still searching through the village. Let's see what else we could find here. Another bomb upgrade.
What's in that house? Oh, that's a shop. So they learn.
Station arrow.
And the single arrow. This run is now officially valid.
People saying that, lamp could be on pedestal. I don't think so, but that'd be interesting.
Actually, could be, yeah.
Seeds become very linear for both players. They're both going down the same route now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options at this point, but I feel like the general trend goes to, as soon as you get access to Dark World, do Thieves Town. It's a dungeon. It has 4 items. If it's a crystal, it's always immediately accessible as soon as you get Dark World access. So there's really little reason not to do it.
Yeah,
Except,
even if it's a pendant dungeon, you want to at least check the items there, because usually they hide good stuff in there.
Yep.
Those lizard things are a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah, those lizards. They're unpredictable. They do 2 hearts. I don't understand what they were thinking when they made those guys do 2 hearts of damage.
We're now probably going to work his way towards heading downstairs. Chest. So I think we've seen both map and compass. So no, we still haven't found maps. So be in the big chest.
Yep. At this point, the maiden has to have a key, and then either blind has the map or the big chest does.
He'll probably check it because if there's still potential for an item there, you want to check it, and it's only slightly out of the way. Find out what's in there. Just 10 arrows, so blind has the map.
Yep. So nothing too spectacular in Thieves Town except the single arrow. But, I mean, still not really a time waste. Like, whether you do Thieves Town in gold mode or not doesn't really make much of a difference.
And it's Crystal Dungeon, so they had to do this anyway.
Yep. Exactly.
Fricker now getting ready to start the blind fight.
It's a scary fight with 2.5 hearts. Touching blind does 2 hearts. Taking a fireball to the face does 1 heart. So you can really only afford to take 1 hit comfortably.
Fairies, no potions as far as I know.
He's also got no fear. Look at this.
Yeah, he's going in there.
I had to pull out that cape at this point.
Oh!
Oh my god, you're scaring me! Oh no!
Fricker taking a death on blind.
Forgets about the cape? You gotta use that cape there for phase 3. Phase 3 is brutal.
Even in vanilla game, you can go in there armed to the teeth, and blind will just own you if you are not prepared.
Yeah, he just spits fireballs everywhere. I hate like how the game punishes you with a harder blind fight as well. Because the start of the blind fight, when you walk the maiden into the light, it's basically guaranteed 3 hits, right? And now blind is just gonna be there and start attacking him right off the bat. It's like, hey, you failed this boss, it's gonna be harder the next time.
Get good, scrub.
Okay, phase 3 coming in, he has 3 hearts again.
Now he remembers the cape.
Ooh! Nice.
Just as he's finishing up, Malle now starting on his blind fight.
Yep, that death did give Malle a good amount of time to catch up, though. They're almost in sync now.
Pretty much. Much better position right now, near full health. He's got his cape out. He's ready. He's going to finish this off no problem.
Yep. Decides to skip Skull Woods for now. Not sure if I agree with that. Skull Woods has kind of a reputation on version 26 to be stacked. So I was at least expecting the dip, but maybe he plans to do it soon. He probably has a plan.
Yeah. He's gonna check the Diggy game first.
Looks like...
He could have used that earlier.
A fairy bottle. Just to rub it in. It's like, you wanted that 5 minutes ago, right?
Twist the knife, why don't you?
Ooh, blue mail.
Blue mail and bumper cave.
Okay, so with that blue mail, I would definitely go to Skullwoods. Mothula is scary, but with blue mail and 9 hearts, you are over prepared. And I imagine if he goes to Bumper Cave, he had the plan to go to Skullwoods anyway. Looks like Stumpy didn't feel like paying out with anything of value
20
anyway.
bucks. 20 bucks was all you got for that.
We are coming up on the one, the only hype cave though, chat, so get your hype ready. Hype cave also has a reputation in version 26.
Oh, yeah, trust me, I noticed.
Not a good one.
It's not as hype as it used to be. Single rupee off the bat. That's a sign. Let's see. Blue rupee, another bottle. Oh, hype today.
Red rupee and 3 bombs. What a cave. Incredible. Hype cave living up to its name. Truly. Truly. Progressive rupees.
Indeed. Malle now starting off Skull Woods.
Yep.
Single rupee.
There's the other single rupee. There's actually exactly 2 green rupees found in the loot pool.
We just found both of them right back to back.
That is
awesome.
Perfect teamwork. Perfect teamwork.
And looks like Fricker gonna head off in a different direction here. Where's he going?
Well, looks like he... I don't know what he's doing. Pulls out that flute. Where are we going?
Flippers, maybe? Yep, he's going fake flippers.
Not a bad idea.
Haven't seen any of the flipper stuff yet, so let's see what we find here.
Malle coming up and then bomb jump. And falls once and changes his mind.
Figured he would at least reset the room, but he's gonna do it the long way.
Yep.
Well, Fricker on his way to Hobo.
Have we seen
See what he
Hobo
has
yet?
for us today.
Sure, Malle has been there.
Hobo. Getting items around the same time here. Heart. Oh, Titan's mitts for Malle.
So Skullwoods is living up to its reputation.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big.
Big.
So
lot of potential.
Mitts without flute. Yeah, Mitts without flute lets you go to Ice Palace now, which they can actually complete. Which is... that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good at all.
Nobody likes to do
Ice Palace. They can do Mire area, but that... there's only 2 items, so you don't really want to go there if you don't have at least the cane or the mirror.
Yeah. Don't have either one of those. Oh, Fricker now heading to Fairy Cave. Gonna use the old Moon Pearl trick.
Yep, he's gonna do the moonwalk.
What's he find? Another piece of heart and another heart. Nothing but love in the cave.
Lots of love from the Waterfall of Wishing.
He doesn't
quite have the
rupees,
money for Zora. Yeah.
Not gonna be able to check that just yet. You could have checked the ledge. There, if it was worth going back for that.
Yep. And it looks like he's gonna make the Skullwoods play now, so really not very far behind. He's not really behind Malle at all, because you can expect Fricker to do that southern loop sooner or later.
Yeah.
Let's see. Malle setting up his zombie hallway here. Kills all the zombies, not a bad idea. These guys can get in your way when you try to light these torches.
Oh yeah, I've seen it plenty of times, but he's also making sure to do the double torch on one fire rod shot. Always good to save your magic, because you might need it for Mothula.
Oh yeah, you'll appreciate all the magic you can get on Mothula. Oh, the fairy as well.
Very probably happy to have that right before Mothula.
Thanks,
hard
game.
that fight can be. I just realized Fricker's going in here. He did not check Bumper Cave. He's going in here with green mail.
Yep. Didn't check Bumper Cave first. He figures it's more efficient to
regret
do
that
it
later.
after Skullwoods, or maybe at a completely different point in time. But we're coming up on Mothula.
Yeah, he's doing master. He's just doing sword strats. He's not going to use his fire rod much.
Yeah.
Jake.
Not sure why. Maybe he's scared of Mothula hitting the spikes.
Because as you know, when he hits the spikes, he does not take damage, and that can come back to haunt you later.
He's doing well though. He's hanging in there.
He goes. He got him.
That was a good fight. Very well done. Obviously, we know Mothula can't
just a
have
burrito
anything.
for his troubles.
Burrito and a nice shiny crystal. Now, where do you take those mitts?
Yes, that's a good question.
He has the blue mail. He has the blue mail. I'd be really tempted to go to Ice Palace, but I wouldn't fault him for not going.
Again, nobody likes Ice Palace.
No. Mire Shed is a reasonable check, although you don't feel too good going there when you can literally only check the shed. He actually decides to go to King's Tomb. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, yeah. King's Tomb.
Yep. Let's see what our old King of Hyrule was buried with.
Matt.
The King of Hyrule was a buck catcher.
Not exactly useful, but yeah. Maybe fragging him later.
Looks like he's got another plan in mind.
What's he doing?
I want to say he just remembered Bumper Cave.
Malle already did Bumper Cave.
Oh yeah, Malle
got something else going on here.
Is he gonna do Brett Smith's Pet Cave?
Oh, hey, there you go. Yeah. You got the purple chest.
Understandable. When your only realistic dungeon option is Ice Palace, it's probably not a bad idea to do Overworld.
He's doing Pet Cave first.
Yeah.
Figured he grabbed the Smith first before he did the Pet Cave.
He doesn't have the mirror, so he would have to save and quit with the.
Oh, good point. Good point.
With the Smith, he might not want to do that at all because it takes forever.
Oh, half magic in the Pet Cave.
Once again, game is like, you wanted that 5 minutes ago for Moth, right?
Well, it's still useful. I mean, he's gonna need it for a lot of the other dungeons later, so it's still good to have it now.
Like Ice Palace, for example.
Ice Palace, Turtle Rock.
Oh yeah, you'd love to have that magic for those.
Yeah,
he decides to skip Smiths, which is reasonable, and he does the South Loop, which he hasn't done yet.
Oh, and Fricker taking a death in Skullwoods, but he got that fairy, thankfully.
Oh yeah, right.
Probably wishes he could have used that for Mothula instead, so that's gonna come back to haunt him later.
Really hoping for ice. I love ice. This is just. I think Ice Palace is the play.
Yeah. Looking like Ice Palace is gonna be the next thing they do.
I don't think they will. They'll do a bunch of Overworld. But we'll see. Maybe they surprise us. Oh, he's going to grab the Smith now. So he probably intends to take the Froggy on a world tour.
And it looks that way.
Froggy is going to see the Dark World. So in a recent version, they added the ability to actually turn in that frog if you save and quit with him. It's going to take you to the Sanctuary. For the viewers that don't know, and they can actually take the Smith into the Light World that way without having the mirror. It just takes very long.
Yeah, same goes with the purple chest.
Yes.
So you can do that with both of those. Make yourselves a little bit easier if you don't have the mirror just yet, but obviously you would rather have the mirror.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just because especially trolly when either the frog or the purple chest is holding the mirror.
Oh, definitely. Oh, Malle now going to check the not-so-hype cave.
The hypest of caves. He's going to find the other green rupee to match his one. The one he already found.
Right there.
Oh, seems like Flickers hasn't found the second item yet. He must have passed that green rupee somehow.
Maybe. Oh, and I don't think Malle checked the chest over here, so... Okay. Let's see. Now he looks like maybe pod?
He can't go to pod with the frog, actually. He's probably going to plan to go to pyramid.
Yeah, that's where he's going. Pyramid check.
The real question is he going to take that frog all the way to catfish?
Oh.
Is that frog going to see the full dark world?
That'd be interesting.
Oh, that bee. He's getting bullied by the bee. Ah!
Run! Just bombs on the pyramid. Yeah, it looks like he's heading to catfish.
Yep.
Missing quite a few items. Still haven't found the hook shot. Still haven't found the ice rod, the lamp, flippers, mirror, and of course the elusive red cane.
We are 46 minutes in, and we do not have East F Mountain access yet. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, that is insane. Let's see
Oh
what
yeah,
the
this is
catfish
actually
has.
it's actually great routing from Malle. You usually save and quit without the mirror after doing catfish, so this comes in really handy. That's a hard piece for his troubles.
To save and quit. And it looks like Fricker now going down the same path. He's doing Peg Cave now. So he's gonna get his half magic here in a minute.
He's done the entire south loop though already, so these guys are pretty much neck and neck at this point. Doesn't seem like it because they're in completely different spots.
Yeah. Oh, accidentally ran into the villager. Quickly enough, don't have to worry about it.
Frickers decides to save and quit. So Frickers is gonna miss out. Oh no, never mind. He has the frog. Never mind. 300.
Not quite what he was hoping for there. So
He does have
the
Zora
dungeons are
money
hiding all the
now.
items today.
He does have Zora money now, but he decides to go to my area. That's reasonable. Actually, I didn't even think about that. They don't have the flippers, so they're technically not required to go to Ice Palace just yet.
It's true.
So my area is actually the play, and you need Quake to go in there. So that's interesting because they don't have the cane. But maybe
They could go into Mire because they have Quake.
it's really tempting.
It is. So let's see what the Mire cave. And bombs, nothing. There. It's like the dungeons are hiding all of the items today.
Yep.
And I think you forget. Oh, I think he's gonna make the play. He's going into Mire.
Here's the play, and Frickers is right after him. I keep calling him Flickers.
Yeah, he is going into Mire. Checkerboard cave first. He doesn't have mirror. I forgot about that. Keep forgetting they don't have the mirror yet.
Now, interestingly enough, Frickers is Fricker. I keep mispronouncing his name. I'm sorry. He's still on the green mail, so maybe that's also a factor that pushes him away from Mire a little bit, because this dungeon is tough.
Yes, it is very challenging, especially if you have to go deep into it to find all the items. So we're going to finally see some more path divergence. Where?
And he might not go into that Mire for quite a while. He doesn't have the lamp either, so maybe... Oh.
He's going to fake Flipper again. Is he going to go Ice Palace or is he going to go Zora?
Is he making the play?
What play is he going to do here? For Malle, he's going to Ice Palace.
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. The madman.
He's going for it.
The madman.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't know. I think the thought process would be, you know, okay, Mire is my next play, but I don't have to kill off some area. Maybe, possibly, fairly likely actually, Mire might be hiding the flippers to go to Ice Palace right after.
So we're seeing a big secrets break here from Fricker.
Obviously,
let's see how that plays out.
Obviously, no. This can come back to bite him, because if Mire holds the hook shot, then that's really bad for him.
That's
We'll
very
see how
much
this
so.
works out.
Though technically, I think actually, aren't you technically supposed to have hook shot to get in? Oh, there's the mirror.
You don't require hookshot to get into Mire. Boots are actually fine.
Okay.
So now that's Dark Death Mountain access. So that's not what Fricker was banking on, because that's huge. That gives him access to tons of chests. You have East Death Mountain, you have East Dark Death Mountain, you have Tower of Hera. You can no, you can't do anything with T-Rock. But yeah, the entire Death Mountain is open.
That's
So
gonna
that's
really
what Fricker
distract
was
him.
hoping to find.
Still nothing big in Ice Palace just yet.
Yeah, and part of Ice Palace could be considered hookshot blocked as well, depending on how the key layout, what the key layout looks like. Yeah, we'll see how it works out. So let's equip that book. Oh, there we go.
Gonna go for the bomb jump.
Anti-fairy
First
coming in
try.
clutch. Solid. Really nicely done.
I've seen a lot of people struggle with that bomb jump. Oh,
Yes.
no!
Jinxed.
He was doing so good too.
The commentator's curse strikes again. Oh, he's down to one heart. That's scary, actually. That is very scary.
Let's get out of there quick. He's already used his fairy and Skull Wood.
I just used Quake for the penguins there. He's trying to find some hearts. He gets lucky. He gets a heart.
All right, let's hope that's enough to hold him over.
I'm not sure if that actually makes a difference with green mail. Just a bomb strat. Nicely done. Wow.
It's not easy. Oop. Malle having a little bit of trouble there on the
There's
bridge.
the
but gets-
flipper.
Hey, there's our flippers.
Flippers and mirror in Mire. So that actually gives him ice access now, but I would imagine he's going to go to East Death Mountain first. He's going to go to Checkerboard Cave first because he's much smarter than me. That makes sense too.
Yeah, now that he can actually do it. Mire paying off big time for Malle.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nothing but a red rupee in there.
They had desert
Oh, wait,
access
look at
before. They had the book the whole time. Actually, no, because they didn't have the lamp. That book was a sequence break.
Ah,
Damn.
that lamp either. Where is it hiding?
He's deciding to pay off good old Zora now. He has those flippers, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
He's getting access to that Zora ledge as well, so that's 2 items. I'm not sure if he checked the fairy yet.
Oh, he is
Either.
not. Or check the ferry, but I don't believe Malle did. He's going for it now.
Hmm.
Love cave there for Malle.
Looks like Ice Palace decided to not give anything so far. Wonder
It's
if
been
gonna end up fighting
dry in
something.
there. There's a heart on the ledge.
It's time to find out what good old Zora has, and if he's gonna rip these players off once more.
And Fricker using a bomb strat in the hookshot cave. Very clever.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, I don't see that happen very often.
He's got some strong tech. He knows all those
Yeah.
tricks.
And just some bombs from Zora. Life lessons in a way. So not much in Zora, so Fricker might be good to avoid that from here on out, but let's see what else he can find here. We still haven't found too many good items in Ice Palace yet, so we could be in for some surprises. The powder to stop the bunny beam before it even became a threat.
Never even thought of that. They can do that.
Very clever.
Actually exiting Zora area, that's something you don't see every day.
Ice Rod in Ice Palace!
Nope. He baited you.
What is that? Huh?
He baited you. Or did Fricker pick something up that I missed?
Rod in Ice Palace.
Oh damn. Oh damn! I missed that.
Yeah!
Oh!
Yeah! That paid off.
That's good. That's good. Especially with people's reluctance to go to Ice Palace. That's something that Malle might have a hard time finding. Especially because that Ice Rod could be literally anywhere. There's no restrictions to it. That's a great find.
Oh, Malle's making the play on Death Mountain now.
Makes a lot of sense. You just gain access to all of it. You can do Hera, which is a pendant though.
It's gotta be Kane! Kane in Ice Palace!
See, and this is what I was figuring. This is probably exactly what Fricker was banking on, to find the Kane in here and save himself a trip to Mire. Because he knew he could clear. He knew he could clear Ice, and he knew he couldn't clear Mire. So that actually works out really well for him.
Also, shout out to our boy Phantom Ryu for that old joke of ours.
I wish I could do that as well as him. I always try it. And T-Rock is now accessible, although they don't know if they have the medallion yet. But Fricker could totally do T-Rock, if it's quick.
Only now checking Ether Tablet.
This red mail, that's gotta feel good.
Yeah. Required, but always nice to find.
Oh yeah, it's one of those you never complain about. It's like, okay, this doesn't progress me, but it makes me not die.
Working on Cold Stare, and big key early in Tower of Hera.
He does have that green mail also, so Cold Stare does hit like a truck. That giant pink fluff ball of doom is not to be underestimated.
It's like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Just
he's one hit from death. Does he have a potion?
No, he does not. He has nothing.
Those cotton candy hugs hurt. Be careful.
Yes. If I'm mistaken, you actually normally would find blue mail in this dungeon.
Yes.
So you'd be a lot better off normally.
One of the reasons Cold Stare does so much damage is because you're supposed to have the blue mail for him. Gets a burrito for his troubles.
Yep. And another crystal down.
So we've seen both of these guys go to very different dungeons here, and it's paid off big time for both of them. Fricker found his cane and his ice rod. Meanwhile, Malle has the flippers and the mirror. So we'll see.
Now gonna check the big chest in Hera.
It's a compass for his troubles. I don't think he's found anything so far in here.
So that means there's probably an item in the basement, and Moldorm's probably got something.
Classic Hera.
Yep. Every part of Hera is a troll.
Yeah. You gotta figure Fricker to be an advantage at this point, because that cane is gonna lead him to Mire fairly soon, you would figure. He actually decides to save the old man.
Yeah.
I actually don't think Malle has done that yet.
Speaking of Malle, working on Trolldorm now.
There goes Trolldorm. Gonna be rewarded with an item and a nice green pendant that he can turn on to Shabadoo, or whatever he's called.
An interesting play by Malle to actually complete Hera, because again, we don't even know if this is a pedestal seed. We don't know what's on the pedestal yet.
Yeah, green pendant obviously has that extra value of giving him an additional item. It's not the worst choice.
No, that's true.
At this point, I figure actually that lamp isn't T-Rock, not gonna lie. Like, it's just gonna be an early T-Rock chest. Because everything else...
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
It looks like he's gonna make the check on T-Rock. We're gonna find out what's required.
Seem to not want to go to Mire. Maybe he's uncomfortable with the dark rooms. Maybe he's uncomfortable with the green mail. Who knows?
True. And it's Ether on Turtle Rock. So we still have another medallion to find.
Need ourselves a bolt coin to get in there.
And there was $50 on the floating island, so no need to go there. But he's going into Hookshot Cave.
Gonna grab that first chest. That first chest in Hookshot Cave can actually have the hookshot because the logic does consider bonk jumps.
Yeah, you can use the boots to get over there, even though it doesn't look like you can. You can.
Yep. And he finds the Bombos medallion. That's not gonna do anything for him except the cool series. Wrong coin.
Found a medallion, just not the one they were looking for.
Bobo's another one that might send him to Ice Palace. Maybe, you know, that's the last bit that pushes him over the edge, that makes him just a wee bit more comfortable to the point where he wants to do ice.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be done on Death Mountain soon, and his options are starting to run low again.
Let's checking Spiral Cave now. Let's see what that brings him.
It's a hard piece.
Gives him some more health, though. Never a bad thing.
Fricker's going to find his blue mail. Maybe that's going to send him to Mire. Who knows? At this point, I figure he's just uncomfortable going there. And that's fair. Mire is tough.
Yeah, but that blue mail might give him like okay, now maybe I can actually do Mire. Now that he's blue mail.
Yeah, at this point, I want to say that, like, the Ether medallion is probably sitting somewhere early in Pod. And that's going to lead to the lamp in Mire. That would be my in T-Rock. That would be my guess. It's just a matter of, like, how strongly does he want to follow the logic? Because at this point, he probably knows. Ooh,
taking a death again. He's
at
just
this point,
no
he
luck
probably knows that the lamp is in a very dumb spot. So does he actually want to invest the time to find the lamp in said dumb spot? Or does he just want to go to Mire?
Meanwhile, Malle now checking the other mini Moldorm cave, the Paradox Cave.
Oh, there's the Ether. Okay, so I was off. Lamp could still be in T-Rock, though.
We've got 10 more arrows and just another piece of heart, so he got one thing he needed, so that's good.
So Malle has no business in T-Rock yet, sadly, because he does not have that cane from Ice Palace.
I have to do Ice Palace before he can go to Turtle Rock.
Yep.
But he doesn't know that yet, that's the thing.
Fricker, on the other hand, is not going to have access to East Death Mountain without doing Mire.
The irony there, that they both have to do the dungeons the other completed to get to Turtle Rock.
They both have what the other is looking for.
Yeah.
Actually, really interesting how that split route worked out. And they both seem to really hate the other option. It's really interesting.
Very much so. Malle now heading to the Super Bunny Cave, while Fricker getting his bug net.
Fricker pulling the flute out once more. That was a breadstick for Malle. And a hook shot!
Wow!
Wow! That is a high bunny cave.
Yeah! Tempered sword and hook shot.
And you can go to Hookshot Cave. Let's see what's there.
We're gonna be heading up that way anyway, so it's right there. Who knows what else he'll find? Maybe he'll
so
find butter
sword. Between these two guys, now we are missing the lamp and the bow. We know where everything else is.
Still have not found the bow. I've seen that bow be quite the troll when it comes to these. Yeah, I'm with you, Meekans. I'm seeing Turtle Rock as a possibility for the bow. Check Spike Cave.
Over at Spike Cave. That could also have the lamp. Or the bow for that matter. Lamp would probably send into Mire. The bow would probably send into Pod if I had to take a guess. There's the lamp! In Spike Cave! So we are back on the sequence now with that book.
Ah, this is getting interesting now.
Yes.
That might take Malle further away from Ice Palace.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's actually not the guy that was waiting for the lamp.
No.
Frickers would have that lamp would have been phenomenal for Frickers. He's actually gonna buy potions. I feel like that's the Ice Palace play. Like Ice Palace is probably the dungeon to stock up on potions beforehand.
That's true. You want to make sure you're prepped in there.
That makes sense. Or he's just gonna buy.
That's where he's going.
Yep. Or is he? Oh wait, he does have flippers, right? Yeah.
He has flippers. So I think that's where he's going. Sure. Yep. Sure enough, he's going for Ice Palace.
I don't really understand why he bought one potion when he has 4 bottles. Probably should have just stocked up while he was there.
Yeah, no kidding.
We'll see how it treats him. He's gonna find his things. He's also gonna have a much easier time routing this because he has a hook shot and Fricker didn't. Fricker actually decides to go to Palace of Darkness. He's probably looking for that lamp at this point. He's just not comfortable doing Mire.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Don't blame him. But yeah, I would say Malle has got the advantage here because he's got a lot more of the items he needs and he's on the track to get even more.
I was gonna give Fricker the advantage 5 minutes ago, but it is rando, so you never know what happens.
It changes in an instant. One item can change the game completely.
Oh, and how it changed the game. That
Yes.
hook shot find and the butter sword. Everything just lining up to send him to Ice Palace.
He'll find 2 more items he's looking for. Needs to find that ice rod and he needs to find the cane.
Finds the key in his first chest. Now, Palace of Darkness is an interesting case of a dungeon here because the logic is currently a little faulty to where the bow can actually only be in the first 3 chests. Everything else in Palace of Darkness is considered bow locked. Of course, he can find a hook shot in the back or ether or something like that, and that's probably also what he's hoping for. But after he's opened those first 3 chests, the bow is off the table.
There's no point going any further.
There's another key.
He's running out of options here very quick.
So this chest here upstairs is actually one of the ones that can't have the bow already. The next he's going to open after that can have the bow, and that would be huge because the bow in Pod is a massive troll.
Yeah.
We know he can't find anything else because we know where all the other stuff is.
Just a heart container.
Heart. Yeah. Probably going to go to the back hoping to find that lamp still. There is the ice.
Malle now getting his cane. Probably happy to see that.
My bad.
At this point, we're seeing a lot of potential double dipping into these dungeons. I mean, they're going to have to go back into Pod eventually. There's been a couple other dungeons they've had to explore without finishing. Oh, shield.
There were a lot of options a while back, but as we saw, going to Ice Palace early in Fricker's case was actually the best play. You just had to follow it up with Mire. Yeah, the logic intended double dipping into Mire, but it was actually possible to circumvent that, and that could have been huge.
Yeah.
Checking dark rooms now. For all he knows, the hookshot could be here or something else.
Exactly. God, now he's gonna be able to get across the. Not too much trouble there. I don't think I saw anything in the on Fricker's side there. I don't think he found anything.
It's 50 rupees, and now he's actually locked out.
Yep, that's all he can find. So he's gonna have to back out. Actually, where is he going?
Is he gonna hammer jump? Does he have the big key? Is he gonna do it? The madman, he doesn't have the big key. He doesn't have the big key, but he can get the 2 small chests in the dark maze.
And there could be a big key in there.
Indeed.
But this is a tricky jump to do.
The absolute
You gotta be really good at this.
madman. He's missing it. He keeps missing it, but there you go. Nice, very well done. You don't have the big key.
Whoops, forgetting something there, Fricker. But again, good chance that the big key is in one of the 2 chests in here, so.
He's hopeful, but obviously we know there's nothing in here that could help him. Because the bow can't be here, and we know where everything else is.
So he's got to check.
He's having trouble finding his way into dark maze, it seems.
That particular room, you got to really know your way around because there's a lot. Yes. It's a maze.
That maze can be terrible in the dark. Well, he's found his way to the bottom chest, and gets a. We didn't see it.
I didn't. Oh, he got the big key.
Ooh, nice.
He got lucky there, so he can go back and check that other that big chest to see what's in there, even though we know it won't be much.
I guess the best thing at this point it could be for him would be the last sword.
Thinking too. It's either that or the cane of Verna. Those are the only 2 things I can possibly see being in that chest, other than map or compass. I think
if the game wants to lose him some additional time, it could give him the mushroom.
True.
Always an option as well.
That would be super trolly.
Makes his way back to the big chest, and he gets
fire shield. On dungeon.
And it decides, oh no, I'm not going to get that last chest.
He's like, I'm done. I ain't finding anything. Because I think all that's left is the map. I think that's the only other item left, so.
It's going up Death Mountain, or are we going to see the spy cave finally?
What's there? Well, maybe.
Spy cave would have the lamp he so desires, but he's flying
probably
away.
Gonna be like, why couldn't I find this first?
He's looking at his map like, I don't want to go to Mire. Oh no! Do you know what I just realized? I think.
What?
If you check his stream, he has Mire marked for ether on his item tracker. I think he thinks he needs ether to get into Mire.
Oh!
I just realized that.
Oh no!
Oh no! So that's what's probably happening. He thinks he can't get in. Oh, that is really unfortunate. So he's been looking for ether this whole time.
Oh no! That is bad. He's gonna be paying for that later.
He's going after Zora. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, and by his track, we're talking about his personal tracker. Obviously, our tracker, me can't.
Yes.
Keep track of that properly.
He has a tracker on his stream.
Yes.
That he uses to keep track of things, and he apparently wrote Mire down wrong, incorrectly. Yeah. That is very unfortunate. Ether was up on Death Mountain, if I recall correctly, so he's not going to find that until he realizes his mistake.
Could have cost him big time because he might not even go to Mire until he finds it, and when he realizes he never will, that's going to be a pain.
Malle is already going to T-Rock, and he's probably going to find the bow there and going to be in go mode. He's only the bow away at this point, and he's gaining on him with every second he doesn't realize that he can go to Misery Mire. Goes back to Mountain. He's probably going to do Spike Cave now at least and find his lamp, so maybe that's going to incentivize him to go back and check for the Mire medallion.
Meanwhile, Malle now activating Turtle Rock. See where Fricker's going. This is almost devastating to watch because he was doing so good up until now.
He was doing really well. Like that Ice Palace play really put him in a phenomenal spot, and
it always hurts when you see a really good player get thrown off by one thing. Like I was watching a race the other night where one person didn't check Sick Kid and they had the ice rod and they needed it, and it cost them the entire race. It was sad to watch, and I feel for any player who has that.
It's rando. You skip one item and it happens to be an important progression item. You completely forget about it.
Yeah, and it costs you everything. Oh, Fricker taking the purple chest on a world tour.
Yeah, it's really like, for all he knows, he's running really low on off. That ether has to show up soon, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's running out of options. Early in Turtle Rock, that's always nice.
I was really hoping he'd find the bow in that purple chest to give him at least a little bit of a chance.
Yeah, give him some
There's
hope.
the mushroom.
Now. Mushroom and Turtle Rock.
Thanks, game. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. That's what I wanted to see right now. The mushroom.
It'd be funny if they turn that in and that's where the bow is. That'd be bad. Yeah, you can tell Fricker is completely. He has no idea what to do.
He's forgot about Spike Cave because he can definitely do that.
Spike Cave. But he just doesn't know. Like, what do I do next? What haven't I done?
Yes. That's what's going through your mind. It's like at this point he figures, oh no, I forgot something. And that's one of the worst feelings in Randomizer. Especially in the tournament. I think he figured it out.
We'll check. And this, if he checks it, he might be back on this.
He's gonna realize his mistake right now. Oh no, it's a quake.
There he goes. Now he realizes he messed up and he's heading back in. Woo!
We're back on track. But he'll have to hope. He'll have to hope Malle takes forever to find that bow. He has to hope it's not in T-Rock, and he has to hope he finds it first.
Yeah, as ETAP points out, he's got to haul it at this point if he wants to catch back up and get back in the lead.
Can he do Dark Mire? He did Dark Escape. He did a bunch of other Dark Rooms like Old Man. Granted, that's the easier ones, but he also wasn't afraid to go to Pod, so I figure he can do
the Dark
Mire.
Maze and Pod. That right there is challenging. So he's obviously confident he can do Dark Rooms.
I do believe the Dark Rooms in Mire are the worst ones personally, but there's definitely some personal preference going into that.
Still haven't found much from Malle's side yet. Turtle Rock's not paying off yet, but there's still time. We still got Laser Bridge coming up.
Yeah, there's Laser Bridge, there's Mimic Cave.
The illustrious Mimic Cave.
Oh, he turned around in the laser room. That's bad. That's bad.
All those eyes, man. Those eyes can really get you if you're not careful. And yep, he's
they're getting wrecked.
Offer here. Nope, just a piece of heart, but gives him a health refill, and he's gonna need that going into the Laser Bridge.
Oh yeah, for sure. That Laser Bridge is tricky. He does have the cape and the half magic, but he's running fairly low. Sorry, go ahead.
Plus, he doesn't have the mirror shield yet.
Yes.
For that matter, you know, at least having some shields would be helpful, but.
Yeah, mirror shield is great. It makes the whole laser wall a complete non-issue.
If you have mirror shield, you're checking laser bridge. You know, pretty much guaranteed.
Yep. The amazing thing is that for the time loss, do they both have 3 crystals?
I think so. I think they're pretty even on crystals at this point, as far as I know.
Malle has more, but apparently not. Oh, you're right, because Malle did a bunch of pendants.
Yeah, but he didn't finish. Yeah, he didn't finish Mire, if I recall.
Oh, you're right, because he couldn't finish Mire. Yeah, but he can go straight to Vitreous the next time he goes there.
That's true. He's already got the big key for it, so he can just jump right into it. So once he hits go mode, he's going to be able to clear that real quick. At the rate he's going, he'll be in go mode pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Frickers is about to come up on his mirror.
Yep, he's got it there.
And that doesn't feel good. Yeah, there's the frustration slash.
Yeah.
He decides to leave. He decides to leave. He misses the flippers, which is not a big deal for him.
No, he's already completed Ice Palace, so that's not a big loss for him, but that's still...
It'll be... Oh, no. It's going to be a huge deal if the bow is actually in Swamp.
That's true. Oh, well, yeah, there's a troll for you.
But he decides to take that mirror and go to East Death Mountain. It makes sense, honestly. There's 1 item left in Mire. There's like 15 up on Death Mountain. So I like that play. Honestly, it's a good play. We know he's missing out on the flippers, but...
Laser Bridge not paying off much there for Malle. Just getting the key that he needs to progress. He's going to go ahead. I thought he was going to use a potion because he's running a little low on health. He's going to head off to Trinax.
Yep. And we haven't seen the bow yet. So it's either
Still
on Trinax,
no
or
possibly
it's going to be maybe the mushroom turning.
Yeah, it's either Trinax or Mushroom at this point. Those are the 2 big ones. And Fricker now getting his red mail. I just realized neither one of them have checked the Bombos tablet, have they?
I don't think they have, yeah.
There's another slim possibility.
Ooh, takes a tap from Trinax and misses out the...
Gotta be careful.
Out on the kill. He's got tons of potions. So he's actually fine. But yeah, you don't want that ice on the floor. That's annoying.
No, that makes it so much trickier.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Slows you down, slides you around, makes it a lot easier for Trinax to get you.
There goes the first potion. He still has a fairy and a blue potion though.
Okay, so he shouldn't have too much trouble taking out Trinax. On time for round 3. Oh, Time Stalker Malle got the mushroom in Turtle Rock, so that's why he hasn't turned it in yet. On Trinax 3.
I'm going to assume that's one of the first things he's going to do, because turning in the mushroom when you have the flute is like literally the fastest item you can get, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He hasn't turned in the green pendant yet.
Oh, wow, they haven't done that yet? Ooh.
Green pendant, so there's that possibility too.
There's options.
Yeah.
There's a few things to do before he inevitably will have to go to Swamp Palace.
Yep.
Yep, there comes that mushroom.
Yeah, apparently Fricker did get his flippers from Mire.
Oh yeah, right.
Malle turning in his mushroom.
Nope. Just a little bit of love.
Just a little love, unfortunately. So Bo is still on the loose. Somewhere in Hyrule. Again, Sarasala might be holding on to it. Might be willing to trade it in for a green pendant. Time Stalker, don't even joke like that. Could it be Pedestal?
I was about to say that. I would definitely check Pedestal before going to Swamp.
But I don't think Malle's going to do that. I think he's making the play on Swamp.
He just wants to do Swamp, yeah. I would like the information personally, because it would let you know if you go mode Swamp. Oh, he goes to Fat Fairy.
Oh, yeah, Fat Fairy check. He's got the crystals for it now.
That is also an option, but what do you do from there?
He's avoiding those dungeons at all costs, which, again, given this logic, is actually not the smart idea, because a lot more often than not with 26 logic, it's often in dungeons where all the big items are hiding.
Yes. Yeah, version 26 has kind of this reputation of everything's in dungeons.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if he actually finds the bow somewhere in Overworld. Still, I think you gotta plan that far ahead. Like you gotta think about, okay, what am I gonna do if the Fat Fairy doesn't have the bow? And like the logical play, in my opinion, would be to go to Swamp right after, because that's what's closest to you. So I would still prefer that pedestal check right off the bat.
Yeah.
But we'll see. There's the bow, and like.
Hey, we finally found it in Fat Fairy. Oh wow! So he got lucky on that one.
Yep. There's our bow, and that's go mode.
It's go mode for Malle.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in go mode.
So he's working. Looks like he's gonna be heading to Pod to clear that out.
He still has to do 4 dungeons, two of which he's already been in, actually.
True.
He can still gain a lead because Fricker is gonna do T-Rock and full clear that and not have the bow right after that. Still, he still has to find that.
So this is still anybody's race, folks. This could change in a heartbeat.
You gotta like the position Malle's in. Why do I keep mixing these up?
It happens, man.
It's not easy. Oh yeah, he actually has to clear T-Rock. Right, that was Crystal 5 or 6.
So Thieves Town was Crystal 5, Turtle Rock was Crystal 6, so they did have to clear it.
Yes, they did have.
It's the question of whether or not Fricker decides to check Fat Fairy after finishing Turtle Rock. Does he remember that? Alright, so at this point we've seen what these dungeons are holding for the most part, so we're not going to be seeing too many surprises from here for right now.
Yes. If Malle does the standard route through Pod, he's probably gonna find that big key really late because that was in the dark maze.
Yeah, that's usually one of the last places a lot of racers check when it comes to Pod.
So that's gonna give Malle a little bit, Fricker a little bit of time to catch on Malle.
There's still, like, it's funny, we never, there's a couple items we did not find. We did not find the can of Burna anywhere. Where was that hiding at?
That could still be hiding in Ganon's tower too.
Funny.
Or just in Swamp Palace, where nobody ever goes.
Nobody's gonna be going because there's no need to go there now.
Yep.
Because Swamp was a pendant, and we now can we can definitely say this was not a pedestal seed, so nobody's touching Swamp Palace today.
Oh yeah, there's no way we're gonna see anyone go to Swamp Palace.
We still have at least one shield and one sword upgrade floating around somewhere too. We still haven't seen all of those.
Fricker actually decides to catch a fairy. Not the worst idea. Get some safety.
He's been struggling a lot this seed, so he probably needs all the help he can get.
Yep. Malle getting trolled by the beetle here.
Aw.
That was dedication on the beetle kill.
You're like, get out of my way! Sure enough, he's walking right past the big key and doesn't even realize it yet.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get in the shields.
It's pretty much the worst possible spot for the big key when you just want to go mode pod.
Yeah. One key in one chest. We didn't get to see this earlier. And there's the compass. We didn't get to see that last time. Fricker now gotta check Mimic Cave. Not gonna find much there, unfortunately. And it looks like Malle's gonna finally check the Dark Maze, and he's got the lamp, so it's gonna be a lot easier for them. There's the big key. See what's going on here. Malle now working their way back.
Fricker has to do the easiest, arguably easiest dark room in the game. It's funny with this one because it's technically the easiest dark room in the game, but if it goes off the rails, it immediately becomes the hardest.
Yeah. Make sure you know when to hit that turn.
Yeah. If you know your way around there, it's not a big deal. Oh no, he walked
He
off.
fell off.
I've done that before. You just keep holding left, and as soon as the platform stops, you walk off immediately. Oh no.
Oh man. Right now, he still needs to catch up, so that's more time that gives Malle to finish up these dungeons.
I know he's got it.
Sure enough, he's going to check Laser Bridge. Not going to find much there, unfortunately, but he does need to get the key off of one of those chests, so...
Yeah, he's got to find his key, and little does he know the bow is not here, so open all the chests.
Yep. Malle now working up, getting ready to fight the Helmsar King.
Made it through there in the dark, very nicely done. Freaky getting bullied by that beetle.
Yep. And then the beam's finishing the job, knocking him off the platform, unfortunately. He's not having much luck.
It's tricky. He does have that cape to make it a lot easier, but he might want to conserve his magic.
Yeah. And quick kill on Helmsar King, so that's it for Pod.
Checks his bottle inventory real quick. He's still got a fairy.
Yeah, he's probably going to need it at this point.
That's a cane dash. Very nice.
Don't see that very often.
Gotta finish that room in style.
And he's going to turn right. Malle going to turn right around and finish off Eastern Palace. He's already found everything here, so he's just going to rush right on through.
And at this point, Malle is really far ahead because he knows where that bow is. He's already in go mode. He's already only has to execute, and he knows exactly where he has to go.
Yeah.
So really, Malle's best shot at this point is to point that.
No! Fricker taking a death on Trinax. Thank God he's got that.
Yep.
But still, that's never fun.
A lot of Fricker's chance here is going to depend on how soon he's going to go to Fat Fairy to pick up that bow off his own. He's going to be in a tough spot, but that would give him a chance to catch up.
Or if that's the first thing he does is checks Fat Fairy, he could catch up quickly.
Yes, because Malle has not done T-Rock yet, and T-Rock is a really long dungeon.
Heard a rock?
Yeah. What did I say?
Mire that he didn't do yet. I
Did...
don't think either one of them did Mire.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, of course he did T-Rock. He needs to do that for the Fat Fairy. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay. Well, that's looking a lot worse than I thought.
Yeah, at this point, Malle has a substantial lead. There's not a dungeon that they haven't done that Fricker has. So it's pretty much Malle in the lead right now.
Yep.
With these silver arrows, the Armos Knights will be no problem here, so this will be a very quick fight. Where is Fricker? Oh, Fricker's checking Spike Cave.
Oh, he's gonna find that lamp.
He is gonna be kicking himself something hard when he finds it.
So that's the third time the seed is gonna be like, "Heh, you just finished a dungeon where you like that lamp, right?" Just keeps giving them the stuff they want right after they needed it.
Pretty much. That's been the theme of this particular seed. Yeah, frustration slashes again. Pops the chest. Oh, I feel bad for him. I really do.
At this point, it's probably like, wait, is this staged?
Did they do this on purpose to troll me? Oh. Alright, Malle now heading back to Mire to finish that up. And it looks like, yeah, Fricker's on the same path. He's going to finish up Mire as well, so they're pretty much right behind each other now.
Except Malle has done Eastern and Pod.
Yeah. It's just, I'm just meaning in terms of like they're practically high-fiving each other right now.
Sure.
The virtual high five there. I honestly did not expect that to happen. And once again, this puts things in favor of Malle because Malle has the bow, so he's gonna have a much easier time with Vitreous than Fricker's going to.
Yes, you might as well wait. There's no items left, so you might as well wait until you have the bow before you come back here.
Yeah, Fricker's taking the risk, and that might come back to haunt him later. Malle right on track behind him on that. And if I'm reading this right, I believe this is Malle's last dungeon, so after this, he's ready to go to Ganon's Tower.
Yep. Good to have the lamp for these rooms. It's gotta feel good after doing so many dark rooms for the entire run.
No kidding. Malle at least had a couple of dungeons with the lamp, but Fricker, yeah, this is the only dungeon he's going to be able to do with the lamp. Gency, the bow is in the Fat Fairy Cave.
Alright, there comes that silver arrow's Vitreous, and that's really not going to take long. Every single one of these eyeballs takes one single arrow to die, and the big eyeball takes two.
Yeah,
it's a really fast fight.
Quick. Meanwhile, we're going to see Fricker take on Vitreous at the same time, and he's going to have a much harder time because he's going to have to use sword strats.
He's going to have the sword and the boots to use, or sword spins, that works too. So it's not going to be much slower, but the fight against the eyeball is going to be
like a little extra time. And again, right now he needs every second he can get. So with that, I believe that means that Malle is on his way to Ganon's tower. And folks, you know what that means. You guys know the drill. There are 22 chests inside of Ganon's tower. Which chest is the big key hiding in? I think it's going to be there, Problems.
I'm going to go with 7.
7? I'm going to say 13.
That's a lucky number. Wonder how that's going to work out.
And of course, inevitably, people are saying stuff like tile room. Just want it to be, they always want to troll him with a tile room. Selling this 22 right in the street.
The question is also, what route is Malle going to take through Ganon's tower? He's kind of feel pretty confident in it. He didn't really have any major mishaps, I felt, over the course of his route.
No, he had no problems. He didn't miss anything. And Fricker finally getting the big bomb. He's going to finally get his bow.
Yeah. Doesn't look too good for him, though, unless Malle messes up a lot in Ganon's tower. It's going to be hard for him to come back.
Yeah, this is pretty much all Malle's race at this point. Fricker still has to complete both Pod and Eastern before he can even get into Ganon's tower. Let's see which way Malle is going to go, right or left.
I'm going to check with the 2 chests on the right side, pretty much standard.
Yep. Usually it's whether or not
he
you
picked
get
the bomb back up.
Never fun. Alright. And it looks like he's going to go right side.
Yes. I want to say pretty much the standard to go right if you find a key in one of those 2 chests. The time waste, the time sink is pretty much minimal to go to those 4 chests, but you're going to lose a lot of time if you go left. And the big key is on the right side.
Always a pain in the butt to deal with.
Oh yeah, this portion was terrible. Well, Fricker finally found his bow, and he's gonna head straight to Eastern and go mode and Pod in go mode.
He is in go mode, but again, it might be a case of too little, too late.
Yep.
Right. Was there, but I've got
Cane
arrows.
Cane
of Burna in Ganon's tower.
We got a full menu, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he did not grab the key after those 4 chests. That could come back to bite him, actually.
Not by much, but if Fricker decides to go left and 4 goes going. Oh, red rupee on the torch, so Bob's gonna live today.
Long live Bob. We're coming up on these Stelphos rooms, so that's another 4 quick chests. Here's the big key. Chest number 9.
9. Oh, you were close. You were 2 off.
Yep, 9. Chest number 9. He does have a small key too, so he's safe on that front.
Yeah.
I do remember there was a race the other day where a racer tried to go up GT, or did go up GT actually without a key.
Oh,
he got lucky and found one at the top. That was crazy.
Oh,
but he won't have those problems.
No, he is set to go at this point.
He's good to go. It's all execution.
Yeah, it's all execution. I think the only bit of randomness that could really mess him up now is Troll Dorm 2.
Yeah, pretty much. The rest is in his hands.
And playing so far, I don't see him having too much trouble.
He's also got that red sword. He's got the silver arrows, so he's going to feel well equipped for Ganon as well.
I mean, it would have been nice to have Butter Sword, but hey, Tempered Sword's certainly nothing to squawk at.
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to say that the jump from master to tempered is far more important than the jump from tempered to butter. So it's always a huge relief when you get that red sword.
I get the feeling that the butter sword was hiding in swamp at this point.
It could be on the way up. Who knows?
So that would mean there's
open those chests.
Yeah, nothing in swamp. That would have been the most useless dungeon ever if that happens. But I doubt he's going to find it. At this point, I don't think he's going to be checking any more chests. Yeah, that's a good question. You know, if you're in Malle position, your opponent has not got done yet. How are you feeling at this point? Are you feeling confident, or do you feel like you're behind still?
You always get nervous at this point, and you're like, please don't finish. And you kind of just gotta figure your neck and neck and push yourself to do Ganon's Tower as fast as possible. Obviously, we know that he has pretty much all the time in the world here. But you're always going to have that lingering feeling in Ganon's Tower that your opponent might just be done at any moment.
Just waiting for him to dot done in the IRC any minute now.
Yes, you're running up that tower, one eye on the IRC.
Working on Land Molus 2 here.
Close, so close to the 1 cycle. Gets a 2 cycle though. Still a clean
Not bad.
fight.
Through the gauntlet at this point, so he's on his way. Fairly a little bit of trouble there with the what call him.
I hate it when those guards get you. It's so random. It feels like you have no control over it, and sometimes they're just going to stop you as you dash across that bridge. So here's one thing that could stand in Malle's way is a Ganon's Tower despawn glitch.
Oh yeah, it's rare, but I've seen it happen.
I've had it happen. It's terrible. It really doesn't feel good.
That kills your run real quick.
Okay, he waited it out actually.
Played it smart there. So, just gotta clear through this room.
Is he gonna check the chests? I'm curious.
I'd be surprised if he did. He's got no reason to check it. All he's missing is butter sword. I don't think he really cares about it at this point. He just wants to finish this.
But more importantly, is he gonna validate? That's the real question here. Full health from the anti-fairies. Doesn't grab the full magic, but I mean he's good. There's a cave.
We got Moldorm 2 here. Ooh, clever.
I'm playing it safe.
Still could fall, but playing it safe as can be.
You really should have grabbed that magic pot though if you intended to use the cave here.
Yeah.
There is a full magic pod in the room before Moldorm, in the bottom right, under the bottom right pod. He doesn't validate.
Does not check the chest. Run invalidated. Disqualified.
The absolute madman. They're probably dashing through the Helmethor room.
Yeah. Bumper's giving him a little trouble there. Now on to Aga 2.
Alright, so all that's missing is the trolley magician himself. It's 2 hits and right off the bat.
Not bad. Ooh, that's not a good setup.
That's a terrible setup. How do you even get more than 1 hit there?
Is not making it easy for him on this one.
Yep. 1 hit missing.
Oh.
And that is Aga down, just as Fricker starts his climb up to Death Mountain. He's going to be hitting Ganon's Tower shortly, but unless we're going to see some big mess-ups on Malle.
Now is if Ganon decides to give Malle a lot of hugs and knocks him off the ledge.
And even then, a single fall is not gonna turn the tide race. He'd have to run into big trouble.
Ganon would have to be a huge troll this time for Malle to fall behind. Getting that early hit in there. Definitely want to try to get him into phase 3 as quickly as possible.
Yep, that fire bat phase can be really annoying.
Yeah. Even in vanilla, it's, you know, even when you're fully equipped, those bats can just wail on you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, moving on to phase 3 now. I believe it's 4 hits with the silver arrows to finish this off.
4 silver arrow hits, yep. He's gonna probably make sure it's gonna get torch glitch here. Yeah, definitely. Oh, he's getting shot away from with the bat here.
Oh,
he misses the torch glitch, but he should be fine.
Hold him away from the glitch.
Yep. He should still be fine. He has half magic, he has that fire rod. He's got 2 hits in already. And it looks like Malle is going to be taking this race shortly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be his first win in the second game of the group stage.
Feeling really good about that here in just a second. There it is.
It's going to be his first win. Fricker, this was his first game of the group stage and he lost it. He'll have plenty of games.
Finish the race with the official SRL time of 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 12 seconds.
Very well done.
Fricker now working his way up through, still trying to find that, still trying to find the key.
Oh yeah, definitely one hell of an attempt for a comeback by Fricker, though. He did reach Ganon's tower as Malle was done, considering he was behind 2 dungeons at one point. You know,
yeah,
it was a good attempt. I was really impressed by both of their plays. Generally, Fricker, like, he also played really well. You know, he just made that one crucial mistake where he mismarked the Mire medallion. Otherwise, I bet his run would have gone very differently.
It's always that one crucial mistake that can cost you everything if you don't realize it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be getting Malle in here for an interview. Meanwhile, Fricker now working his way through the gauntlet. Oh, all right. Malle's in the win rooms. There we go.
There he is. Hey, Malle, congrats on the win.
Give him a second, folks. I think he's having a little bit of mic troubles. Tom, I swear.
Hello?
Oh. Hey, there we go.
Hi. Got it working. Thank you.
How you feeling after that intense race?
My heart's not made for racing, I think. I don't even know if it was close or not, but when I got the bow, my hands started shaking really bad.
Yeah, that was it for you. At that point, like, because yeah, you guys were close for a good chunk of the race, but then, you know, Fricker made one critical error, and after that, you just took off and ran.
Oh, where is he right now?
He is
Um,
climbing in his tower. He's lighting the torches on the way up currently.
I see.
Yeah, he. What happened was he accidentally mismarked Misery Mire as a different pendant, and he didn't catch that for quite a while, and that threw him way off.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, he
yeah.
thought he needed ether to get into Mire, so he looked for ether for a really long time.
Oh no.
Until he eventually realized he mismarked it. Yeah. How did you feel though in Ganon's tower? I mean, you said you were really nervous. Did you feel, were you happy with routing? Or do you think you could have improved a little bit? Any ideas?
Well, I won, so I'm kind of happy, but at the same time, I did check some things I didn't have to. Like, I didn't have to clear desert in the end. That was a big waste of time. Other than that...
It makes you feel better. You know, Fricker actually also cleared desert at the same time you did, pretty much, so it didn't throw you off too much.
I see. I mean, it made sense at the time, but when I saw the blue rip, I was like, okay, cool.
Was there any particular area where you felt like you were having a lot of trouble?
I always have trouble in the laser room in T-Rock.
Oh.
I always fall a lot. Usually die a lot too, but...
Laser room was tough, but you did well. It worked out nicely.
Fricker bombing the validation chest.
This was like both players didn't validate. We'll never know if the butter sword was in there.
Nope.
Nah, not at that point.
It makes sense with red sword and silvers.
More than happy to do red sword silvers, honestly. Don't need the butter.
Yeah, you can't really complain if you get that red sword before the end.
Yeah, that was very, very nice to find.
Oh. It's just, it was interesting to see. You had some really good execution. Like, you had a solid run throughout the entire thing. Like, you made very few mistakes, and I was actually really impressed with how you pulled that off.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy someone feels that way. So, but I feel like when I make a mistake, it's more blown up in my head than it actually is. So it does tilt me a little bit.
It can get to you, especially in a tournament setting. I can understand that.
Yeah. Oh, but thank you for that.
No problem, man. You know, again, congratulations. You've fantastic run, and you definitely earned that win.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to watching the VOD too. Those were always fun.
It is interesting.
See how good your commentary was. I'm sure it was amazing.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully, we don't disappoint.
It was our first day on the job, so go easy on us. Fricker is just hitting up game, so he'll be done shortly as well. He's also got the breadstick as well as the silver, so he should have no trouble. Pretty sure I still have the potion as well.
Yeah, we found all 4 bottles, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Got a lot of safety. You got that bug net, which Fricker also utilized to get some fairies. Was a nice seed.
Yeah, it was nicer than most of the seeds in this logic that I've had, I think.
The whole Mire Ice Palace scenario was a bit messy, but overall.
Yeah, Mire, I didn't feel comfortable going in there when I did, but I figured, well, I'm here, I have the pendant, it could have something, and then it ended up having 2 things, which was really nice.
It was funny, but wait, like at the time you were doing one of those 2 dungeons, you were doing Mire and he was doing Ice, and then you guys kind of eventually crossed each other.
Oh, did he fake Flipper to Ice?
He faked Flipper to Ice, yes. And it actually looked really good for him at the start, because he found the cane in there.
Yeah.
So he could have saved the trip to Mire, but then he mismarked the medallion, sadly.
That's
unfortunate.
a lot of time.
He's making quick work of that Ganon fight, though. That was really solid. He just got a swordless hit, a silverless hit, actually. He's 1 hit away from...
There it is.
Yep, that was a finish. Very nicely done from Fricker, and he wraps the seed up just under 2 hours.
Very nice. The official SRL time, 1 hour, 59 minutes, 47 seconds. Oh, man.
All right, let's see.
You make sure if you guys enjoyed this race, and make sure you follow both our runners, both Malle and Fricker22 on Twitch. Give them some love, as well as a shout out to our tracker Mikan and our restreamer Zelnus.
Oh, Mikan's
Big love to both
tracking?
of them.
Awesome. They're a friend of mine, but... Sorry.
Make sure you give them some love as well.
Isn't it like !R for the runners?
Mm.
Or is this probably mod only? That's right. Thanks, Elnis.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see if we can get in here for a quick interview as well. Okay, apparently I'm having some issues here.
Is he here? Yep, he's in the waiting room. Hey, Fricker. Nice race.
Hey, GG, man. GG.
GG.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
You guys did a lot. You guys had a big tense race for most of that, definitely.
You guys were neck and neck until one of you guys is echoing. Oh no, wait, that's on mine. Yeah, you guys were neck and neck, split up about for Mire and Ice, and it actually looked better for you, Fricker, for a really long time. But then you had that little mishap with Misery Mire. You want to tell us about that?
Well, I know I mirrored out a Misery Mire just because I didn't have the lantern at the time, but those last few items really put me behind. I knew I was behind right away when I couldn't find what I was looking for.
I wasn't actually talking about that. It looked for a really long time to us like you mismarked Misery Mire on your tracker. Like I thought it said Ether.
Oh, yeah. So I had Misery Mire marked Ether when apparently it was Quake the entire time, so that's why I waited so long to check it. And then I had nowhere else to check, so I figured, what the heck, maybe I marked it wrong, and sure enough, I did.
Oh, that hurts me too.
Yeah, and then of course, also the search for the bow kind of threw you off a little bit there towards the end.
These typical seeds in this version, it's either the bow or the lantern is usually the last item I need in the very last place I look. So, yeah, that threw me for a big spin there and put me behind. But GG to Malle there.
GG. I went straight to Fat Fairy after Turtle Rock. Because I was planning to go from Fat Fairy to Pod, and then it just ended up being in Fat Fairy, and then everything fell into place after that.
Yeah. But still, you did a good job. You know, Fricker, you were really quickly trying to catch up there once you hit go mode. But unfortunately, by that point, you know, Malle was already on his way to Ganon's tower.
Yeah, it was rough.
These seeds will get you, but you did, you know, aside from those, you did a phenomenal job. You know, you were neck and neck for a good chunk of the race, even though you guys went on completely different paths. So it was just a couple of small little things, but that's how Randomizer works for you. You know, so those little things that'll get you in the long run.
Yeah, it's got to keep practicing. It was a great game.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, again, congratulations, you know, to you, Malle, and again, GG to both you guys. Fantastic job. Again, folks, follow these guys on Twitch. Give these guys some love. They be good. And again, big shout outs to our tracker Mikan and Zelnus, our restreamer. All of you guys did a phenomenal job putting this together.
Thanks
a lot, guys.
And that's at this point, I think that's going to wrap it up for us. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We've got more races coming down the pipe. You know, just this afternoon, we've got at least 3 more races tonight. I think we got another race starting about half an hour. Or no, that's different. That one's not being streamed, but we've got at least 2 more races airing tonight at 9 that you guys are going to check out. We've got, you know, I Have No Name and Sailor Jade going at it, and Adirondack Rick and D-Spag. So make sure you guys check those guys out. Enjoy these races. Have fun with them. And be sure to give everybody the love because it's been phenomenal watching these races so far. So we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next time.